On your marks.
So underway in this race, we have Alexander Murray, also from South Melbourne, Ashley Humphrey, Jacob Buckle from Bendigo Harriers, from Chilwell, Magnus Woods, from Mentone, Dylan Gillespie, Thomas Lindemann from Old Scotch, from Box Hill, Fabiano Aguard, Thomas Harvey is also racing, Tyler Dirksen from South Melbourne, from Mentone, Riley Sullivan, Mitchell Korosek from Wendouree. We also have Billy Mead, Reece Kane from Williamstown, from Richmond Harriers, Michael Johnson, Ashley Rogers, Ballarat YCW from Wellington, Riley Stewart and Riley Shalito from Ballarat YCW. So out front at the moment, it looks like amongst the Chilwell runners there, we've got the South Melbourne Sandwich, Ash Humphrey out front, Tyler Dirksen in 3, Woods in the middle, and we have our Ballarat YCW runner there, and that would be, so I'll try and pick that one up as they come through. Mitchell Korosek sitting probably midfield at the moment in the Wendouree uniform. He had a fantastic run and win here at the All Schools. So this little guy has one of the biggest hearts that you'll find. So he's sitting there probably about 7th, 8th position at the moment as Humphreys leads the way. Good to see Ash back on the track here in the South Melbourne colours. Woods just happy to sit there at the moment. So a few moves starting to come here. I think that might be Reece Kane coming down the outside. Also Lindemann. Riley Shalito, he's the man sitting in 4th at the moment. Ash Rogers, his key mate, going to the outside. And now we're seeing Korosek just moving his way through the field as well as they start. The pace starts to slow a little bit. So Humphreys leading the way. Dirksen starting to drift through to the midfield. Not far behind him is one of our Bendigo runners, and that could be Buckle. So approaching the 800-metre mark. And that's generally the extent of Ash Humphrey's journey. So 2:24 there for Humphreys leading the way still. Now we're seeing a change as Reece Kane takes up the pace. This is what we want to see in these races. A little bit of sharing of pace out front, because we need it nice and consistent. Top seeds in this race are about the 9:20 mark. So I'd expect them to come through here in about 3:05, and I think they'll be quicker than that through the first kilometre. So a lot of pace setting here that's going to set them up for that low 9s. Gee, it would be nice to see some sub-9s out of this group as well. And Magnus Woods definitely, I think, is one of those guys that could probably do it. So really bunched in beautifully here. So 3:03 on the clock. So that's 9:10 finish time. 9:10, 3:03 for the majority of the field, and only 30 metres really separates the field. Only 20 metres separates the majority of the field as Michael Johnson from Richmond starts to edge his way forward and onto the back of the next runner up front from Bendigo. But out front, Woods leading. Korosek now alongside Kane. Lindemann in next position. Shalito in next. Then Rogers. Then Humphreys. The Box Hill runner there is Aguard. He's sitting nicely in the midfield. Woods just looks around to his shoulder. He won't see much there because he's going to look straight over the head of Mitchell Korosek. And maybe just waiting for someone to take the lead here, as Woods has done his job there for a few laps now. So is someone else going to take the lead up and try and keep that pace around the 3-minute kilometres? So just looks around again. I think Magnus Woods would love someone to come alongside. Maybe it might be Shalito who takes over. Korosek just content to sit in the clutch position there. Now the pace is slipping dramatically. Someone's got to take it. Someone has to take it. Shalito is the one. You can't all just bunch up there, guys. Come on, share it round. So finally seeing a little bit of movement. The pace probably dropped, I reckon, 5 seconds on that lap. There was just too much horseplay out front. Now they're starting to get the momentum back up again. So the two Ballarat YCW runners, Rogers to the outside. To the inside of him is Shalito. Now we're seeing Lindemann in the white cap make his move. So that was a good move from Thomas Lindemann. Also ran quite well here at the All Schools over the last weekend over this distance of 3,000 metres. And it's Thomas Lindemann taking out, and I think that will be Shalito going with him. So pace all over the shop at the moment. We just need people to take the lead and actually commit to it. Aguard going wide. Riley Sullivan from Mentone up there. Now it's Aguard's turn. This is good. This is what we want to see. So 1,200 out. Fabiano Aguard. Now Shalito goes past Lindemann. Trying to break through there. I actually can't really pick that one up. Fabiano Aguard. Shalito in next position. Now the race is on. The pace is on as well. As we're seeing a couple of good moves take place here as Aguard has really thrown the cat amongst the pigeons here as they approach the 2 kilometre mark. So going through now 2 kilometres in approximately 6:10. So we're on that 3:05 pace. So they've gone to a 3:07 second K. And Fabiano Aguard is the one who's really put the pace down here and making some of the boys behind him really hurt. So Shalito's still holding second. He's a brave runner. He's got a little bit of work to do, though, to get on back onto the heels of Aguard. But that was a great move by Aguard. Just surged forward and really broke up the pack. Shalito's now just hugging the rail and going for it. So Aguard, 2 out. Shalito. Then we got Alexander Murray. He's looking good. He's just about to come alongside Shalito. Lindemann. Then we have Thomas Harvey in the Richmond kit. Woods is in the middle of the field there. Korosek has a big finish, and I wouldn't be surprised if he really kicks it home beautifully. So Dylan Gillespie coming through now. 2 laps to go. Aguard out by 10. Alexander Murray in second position. Lindemann moves again down the back straight alongside Shalito. Harvey also going with them. Gap is starting to close here. Murray is running a very smart race. He's not surging, he's just upping the tempo slightly and taking Lindemann with him. That gap to Aguard now 5 metres. So Aguard's coming in. He's got a best of 9:23. Murray, he's a 9:20 runner by seed. So out front, Aguard. Still leading. Lindemann, he makes the next move. Shalito's still in the picture here. Great run also by Korosek. Murray's on the rails there. We've also got Jacob Buckle starting to move his way forward. Now Shalito goes again. Aguard might have done his job here. So Lindemann, Shalito, Buckle one to watch. Also Harvey from in the Richmond strip. He's gone onto the inside there. So Buckle just sitting to the outside. Shalito now moving towards the shoulder of Lindemann, but Lindemann just stretches them. Harvey maybe one to watch. Buckle goes again, and Aguard's back in the picture. I'm loving this. Everyone's having their go. Now Shalito takes the lead. Buckle barges his way forward, 200 metres out. It is absolutely on. So Buckle, Shalito in that order. Lindemann on the rails. Now Harvey launches. They're all having a go at this. It's Buckle who's really striding out. Shalito gets those arms pumping is what you need to do. So Shalito, Buckle, it's on here. Time check 9 minutes. Great running here. Let's get behind these two men because they are going hammer and tongs here. But it will be Buckle who'll take it. Another one of the Bendigo runners coming through. 9:09, 9:10. Great running. Fantastic Riley Shalito. Next one, Harvey. Then a big finish there from Riley Stewart. But look at all the times coming through. Sub 9:20s for so much of the field here. Kane coming through. Johnson next position. Then we'll have Dirksen, also Rogers, under the 9:30 mark. Ash Humphrey, our early leader. He'll stop the clock around 9:34. And Dylan Gillespie from Mentone. But what an interesting race that was. Pace went all over the shop in the middle stages, but then they came home like an absolute rocket. Buckle takes it out. Riley Shalito always up there. What a race from him. And that's 3,000 metre racing. It's very, very, very best.